Hello everyone, welcome. This is my main profile here, Ascension 10 of course. I just wanted to show off this run, see how it's working, make sure my audio is working, give people my main chance to join. Cool, just checking all the good normal stuff that I have to check. Yeah, things are looking good. And then we're almost done setting up. Sorry, a little bit slow today, a little bit late today as well. We got a very fun run here. This is kind of a test case. I was playing some runs to see how best to face A10 glass here with 535 health, 3 artifact, 6 cards of play on Withering Presence. I figured Tyranny is like a pretty important part of that. We have Mummified Hand, we have some really good relics here, just in general. Rainbow Ring, Whetstone, Gorget was fun, but Music Box is one of the most fun things I have here. So we create Ethereal Copy of the first attack we play each turn. So the way that we want to do this turn is a Reflect, a Defend, Tyranny with Mummified Hand to make the Bombardment free. We play Bombardment, oh look, create an Ethereal Copy, play it again. Alright. So, unfortunately we drew our other Bombardment, but the idea is to exhaust them as they come up with Tyranny. Sadly, we're not going to be able to do that on the first go-round here, but it shouldn't be too bad. And is my audio really good? Yes, 2 weeks. Yeah, I think that's good. Sadly, we're not going to be able to... Okay. Just double-checking. Seems like there's something wrong here. In terms of my mic, it feels a little bit more quiet than I would expect, but maybe that's just my voice. Alright, so first thing, we have to choose a card that will exhaust. We do have doubling our block with Pale's Legion on the first card that we play every other turn, which is important because we're going to take some damage for sure. Don't think Seeking Edge is going to be particularly good this fight. So we get this Ethereal Copy of Bombardment because it's always going to be the first attack we play, and at the end of our turn, it's just going to exhaust, which means it's going to play on the start of the next turn. But we are going to want to get rid of these withers, of course. We're going to want to play Gather Lights. We're going to need to block quite a bit. And then I'm going to get rid of Wither when we have the chance. Am I going to draw a card that we probably can't play in the slightest? I don't think I'm going to do that. But I will play a skill here. We plan to play all our potions anyways. Ooh, maybe I should have done something different here. We'll play Decisions for sure, and then we'll throw this Firebomb. Reason being is just to get Belt Buckle online. Decisions. We'll play the Glow over and over. This will be an interesting little start to the challenge going on. Start to get through their buffer. Might as well play more cards, I think, even though we're drawing our Child of Stars, which I guess we don't want to. We're taking almost no damage. Probably not worth playing the Particle Wall. Alright, and then we'll exhaust a strike, and then we'll just exhaust withers as we see them show up. And yep, we're going to keep getting these bombardments going. This is a lovely deck. Very happy about this one. Collision Course. Now, since they're not attacking, we might not want to hit them. Like, rather, we might not want to use our block, even though it would draw us 3 cards, and we could use the 3 cards right now. But I think I'd rather just play it like this. I mean, Glass is almost dead here. This is a good proof of concept, but also just a very strong starting deck. I think this will be fine. Bombardment over and over. Getting us dex and strength through the Rainbow Ring. That's what you love to see. Okay, we'll play there. We didn't even get to play our star power to block and everything, which is ordinarily what we'd want to do. Child of Stars. Speaking of, we just don't need it though. We are just that strong. So, yeah, I just wanted to show off this deck because I think it's neat. It just seems cool to me. I've never had a deck that does this many bombardments with like the music box, like just keeps going. I don't know, that seemed really cool. So I hope everyone joining can enjoy it as much as I do. Now I will be gone this strike. I'll play this and I hope bombardment gets made free. Yeah, by default here. Perfect. Okay. Then do I want to draw it all? I'm gonna keep that in the deck. Take 8 damage. Should be fine. We'll exhaust bombardment, of course. Alright. Can't even play other cards. We still have Pale's Legion. Or we have a turn to wait for Pale's Legion, so we will. Well, Cosmic Indifference. Potentially the minion strike, so we can just give that right back up. So much block. This deck just feels awesome. Like, come on, look at this. How could you be disappointed with that many bombardments? We'll reflect, hidden cache, minion strike. Okay. Don't actually want to block again. We want to play our power blocks when we get the chance. Which we'll get the chance to this turn, it looks like. Get rid of a regular block. But bombardment's just gonna keep going. We don't even have to play cards anymore. This is just a done deal. Player venerate, cool. Supermassive's also like, this was like an early game win condition with like collision courses. No longer is that sort of deck. Again, Seeking Edge, kind of bad. Took that super early on, right before Act 2. Still regret it. Thought like having the AoE was fine, and it was. Like, I guess there were a few fights it was okay. Wow, we did 13 damage to the intangible form. Honestly, that's kind of incredible. Mad Science. Falling Star. If only we could play Falling Star like multiple times. That would mean something. We're not taking any damage this turn. So might as well wait. Deal 1 damage 3 times. Yeah. I'll just wait. I mean, bombardment's likely to do the job. Do we want to venerate anymore? I don't think we do. One downside is we don't have multiple turns of weak and vulnerable, so we can't like have them vulnerable while all these bombardments are going off. But we don't really need it now, do we? Oh boy. What damage? What damage is this? 39. It's close. It's close to enough damage for me to just feel good about it. I mean, fight's not done because they get to live a turn, but the fight's pretty much done. This is like, this is what I want to have happen on our win streak. Again, this is not our win streak. This is not our profile for that. This is just to show off for anybody who's just joining in right now. But look how cool this is. How many bombardments do we have like in the exhaust pile? Hold up, let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did I do that math right? Wait, 1, 2, no, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 bombards in the exhaust pile here. Anyways, amazingly fun run. A very unique one. I don't think I've ever had that happen, where I've gotten the music box and tyranny and bombardment like all together in arranged just like that. So very, very neat. But that was Ascension 10, and of course we have our Ascension 0 climb to do. And I don't know how many of the exhaust cards exist in the Ascension 0, but we will, without further ado, continue on to that. Alright. Oh, I guess for anybody who wanted to see what the deck looked like too, I will maybe go to the run history. I can do that. So yeah, this was the deck. It was super cool. Taking the bombardments with the tyranny, and then just getting the music box at the end there. Awesome. Super awesome. The ethereal attack was perfect. Alright. No longer doing Ascension 10. Profile 2. Alright. So today we gotta conquer our fears of the Regent. We finished with the Silent. We finished with the Ironclad. And that's it. We're gonna win with the Regent. It's the game plan. On the live stream, just showing off a Ascension 10 win. Now, I do think we're going to be forced to face Aeon Glass, so like I'm going to prioritize as if Aeon Glass is always going to be showing up. Removing a card from the deck can be pretty good. Lets us take more aggressive upgrades. I mean, upgrading a Strike and Defend is also actually like truly fine. Helps you in the early game significantly. I don't know that the first card being glammed out is sketchy. Because it might not be a good card. I don't remember if the seed is always the same on this run. I don't think it is. It wasn't for the Silent, so I don't think it is for the Regent, but I don't know that for sure. I don't necessarily want to lose all gold. I'm just going to upgrade to Strike and Defend. I think that one has a pretty good chance of getting us through. And one of the toughest fights right out the gate. Guess we'll just wipe out an enemy. This fight can be really bad if you get terrible RNG on it, which I've gotten before. I've drawn, like, on the Silent, it was possible to draw all your blocks on, like, the first turn, and then none of the blocks on the second turn, and then they could all attack on the second turn. It was absolute silliness. It was basically just guaranteed damage. But, obviously, not a problem for this fight. Getting an attack potion straight away is pretty neat. Stardust, I don't know that Stardust glammed up would have been good. Cosmic Indifference, same. Like, it can be good, can be bad. Stardust is a win condition, but it's a bit risky to pick up a win condition this early. I'm going to do it regardless. I'm going to defend out there. I think I'm going to just attack through the Nibbit. Take one more damage. Should be fine. 9. And if we Venerate, we win. Cool. Royal Gamble. Very interesting. Astral Pulse normally would be the pick here. Early game AoE damage. Pretty darn good. I'm going to take the Royal Gamble even though I don't have Star Generation just yet. We're taking cards for the future, which is a little bit risky. Because you should be taking cards for the now generally, but I'm hoping that we're okay. It's really just a hope. Now if we Venerate, then Strike Falling Star, we should be okay. Yeah. The Falling Star Strike. Yeah, exactly okay. Take a Glow, even though Crush Hunter would be nice there too. For a fight like this, would sure be nice. Just gonna wipe out the Twig Slime. They'll attack every turn. This fight can be a tad bit intense because they're all attacking. They can't stop, won't stop. Now we don't have like a lot we could do here, but I think it's worth playing the Stardust just to mitigate some of the damage. Get them low. Venerate. Alright, Falling Star, we got him. Again, took more damage than I would like. Pillar of Creation is great block. I don't know how much creation we have in the very beginning though. Glitter Stream is... it's a card. Terraforming with Stardust is actually what we want. It's funny, normally I don't have like a terraforming deck this early, so my eyes kind of glazed over it, but we in fact do have a terraforming deck this early. So we just want to make sure we set up Stardust turns with it. So a thin deck is going to be very helpful. Do I visit this shop to give us an easier time? Do I wait on shops? I'm going to visit a non-shop. We don't have anything expensive. Don't really want Slither. Guess we'll change something into a peck. That can be a offhand like vigor target if we need to finish a fight in a timely manner. Alright, this fight sucks. This fight super sucks. In fact, I think I'm just gonna use an attack potion. Crash landing. Yep. Okay. Huge for us. Make It So, pretty good card just generally. Child of Stars, of course, really good block for the late game. Make It So, probably the best card right now. Charge. Actually, I think we have to take charge. It's weird because Aeon Glass is our boss fight. I think we're almost forced to take charge. Is that true? Charge is like the Charge is the card I was least looking for. It's a good card still. I'm gonna take the charge. I think with Aeon Glass, that's the correct choice. We'll upgrade Stardust so it does more. Sword in the Stone, that'll help us in the future. Make sure we prioritize some elites coming up. Get a Strawberry. And what do we want to? Smith. That bomb pluses do 16 damage. This strikes 4 times. Honestly, that makes it pretty good. The glow also helps though. That glow gets a lot better. We have 220 gold. Okay. Let's visit a shop. Mummified Hand would have been nice. Upgrade Strike is possible. Flash of Steel is potentially okay. Pawn Pickup, Enchant and Attack with Momentum 5. Okay. Interesting. We could do like Peck with Momentum. Increase this card's attack damage by 5 this combat when played. I don't know if I'm like feeling a momentum run. That one seems good here. I just like, I don't know, like obviously the Stardust with momentum could be good as well. But is that better than all the other options we have available? I'm not sure. Card removal, right, in a combo deck is kind of king. It's kind of king. And honestly, I like this card well enough. I'm just going to believe in our potential here. Let's take on Elite. So we have Manifest Authority. Hey, we can prolong. That's kind of interesting. We can defend, prolong, vigor. 13 times 3. I mean, that's pretty good damage, all things considered. We have a full block on this turn. That's lucky for us. Get to fully attack. Next turn, we'll draw a Falling Star. Do 9 damage. And then we'll just change a Strike and Defend into something that can win. We'll take 4. Okay. Got him. Good fight. Pale Blue Dot could help us draw more. It is fine draw. We're taking way too many like late game cards, but maybe that's okay. And we got double Nibbit. Not my favorite fight. Not by a long shot. Manifest Authority. We have attacks in hand. But we can play Impatience now. Did we play 5 cards? Might have. I think I'm actually going to Terraforming though. We're going to see if we draw one of our combo cards this turn. We did indeed. In fact, not only did we draw a combo card, we drew like the combo card. So we win. And that's the plan. It's just how we wrote it up. Now, Photon Cut's a good card, but mainly upgraded. But what's nice about it is lets us put Stardust on top of the deck sometimes. Okay, we'll gain gold, but that doesn't really help us out too much. Now, I'd like to upgrade again. Manifest Authority, getting upgraded cards is really good. Pale Blue Dot gets a lot better. Drawing 2 more cards. Though we need cheap decks to make that work. Photon Cut, again, also gets a lot better. Same with Royal Gamble, same with Venerate in a way. And Peck as well on this occasion. It's going to be a tricky one. I genuinely don't know what's best here. I'm worried about this fight. Like, just straight up, this could be the end of us. We didn't pick a good... We're playing for the future, which is potentially gonna bite us. Fisticuffs. Give me Fisticuffs. It's actually an okay card. Wish it was upgraded, though. Now, we could play the Stardust, but I think we'll wait until it has better potential. Might have been better to charge as well here, just to start getting cards out of our deck. We'll use the Block Potion when we need to. So this is like that terraforming example that we thought up. This is going to be a good turn for the Block Potion. Let's put the Falling Star back on top. So Pale Blue Dot. At least get it out of there. Not sure how often we're going to be able to pull it off, but hopefully a bit. Okay, we gained block. Need to wipe out an enemy. Not looking good so far. Okay. Charge. What do I want to charge? Uh-oh. Nothing. Nothing. I don't want to charge any of this. Wait, I want to undo. I want to undo my charge. Wow, I was not thinking at all, apparently. I guess we'll get rid of a Venerate. Yikes. I guess this defend. Oh boy. Yeah, we, should have put, like, a modicum more thought into that. Like, just any more thought into that play would have been optimal. Okay, on the other hand, though, okay, we did draw Stardust. Let's do 13 damage there. It's not quite the right amount. But we're gonna get to play basically all our cards, but an attack from our draw pile doesn't exist. Okay. So it's gonna be 13 as well. Guess there's no getting around the inefficiency here. Well, Terraforming Stardust. And that's okay damage. Or at least only facing the Kin Priest now. Which isn't so bad. Anything we want to charge away? Potentially the strike and the defend. Yeah, that should be okay. Doesn't really matter how we do this. The Stardust isn't going to be that impactful. I think we're good. Like, I think we win this. It's just a little bit sketch. Okay, now it's a lot less sketch. Got him. Easy. 7 stars is kind of a trap. Especially in this sort of deck where we're planning to spend all our stars on other stuff. Dying Star is interesting. I still don't know if Bundle of Joy is ever worth it. Dying Stars is good for at least a lot of fights. Fights where we might not want to do the Stardust combo, but that might be a wrong take there. Enchant all defends with Goopy. You have unspent energy, gain additional energy. Pale Steer is pretty good. That gives us a lot more ways to hit Pale Blue Dot. Basically, if we only spend 2 energy on the first turn, we get 4 energy for the rest of the combat, but sometimes 5 if we need it. Of course, then we have to reset the eyes. So I want to visit a shop on this floor. I'd like to do it. Ideally, we could do like an interesting elite path up to a shop without too many combats. There's like this as well. I guess we have campfires either way. Okay. Go up the middle. Now I think I can safely charge. But can I? I don't know. This doesn't feel like that safe. Let's hit this guy. We take 3? Why am I taking 3? I didn't want to take 3. Alright, that saved us some damage. This is worth playing it like that. Not my favorite plays of all time. This is kind of annoying, but we'll just equilibrium here. I think that's okay. I'll just play Vigor. And I think we'll win. Yeah, like coming up here, we should just be able to glow, Stardust, easy. Alright. I was one of the fights that like Dying Star is supposed to be good on, but we need more star generation before I can really do too much here. Also, we're supposed to only spend 2 energy on the first turn. I have to remember to actively do that, not just passively do that. That's very important to do. Pale Blue Dot, Flash. We can glow. I was hoping to get like actual block going on. I guess that's all I get. Okay, Insectoid. Take my Manifest. I don't want you to have that actually. Believe it or not, that's mine. Dang, we're drawing things in a horrible order. Okay. We should still have this. It's just gonna be annoying as heck. Yeah, we can't charge anything. Oh my god. Terrible fight. I don't know, maybe we do it this way. So we actually can finish off this fight in a reasonable time period. We're gonna take some damage. This fight sucks. This fight can be okay, like sometimes it's not so bad, but oftentimes it just sucks. Alright, I think they're dead. Yeah. Not worth doing the math. Get my Manifest Authority back. Could get a Crush under. It's not the worst upgraded, and it does help us with some fights here. So we'll take it. Okay, good time for a charge. Get rid of a strike, get rid of a defend. Can block the entirety of the damage they're dealing this turn. They use those up all our stars as well. I really shouldn't have taken another star card. I should have just taken the Bundle of Joy, though. I don't know how much better that would have been, to be honest. Okay. Go Blue Dot. We're not gonna not play damage cards here. This fight could be pretty rough sometimes. This is 4 block rather than 3, so we'll play the card that gives us 4 block. Take 7. Ow. Feeling less and less confident about this like multi-elite plan I had going on. That one just doesn't seem like it's going to be viable. So yeah, Venerate, like I feel like we have to upgrade Venerate. That's not where I want to be. How do I do this? I think I've constructed something here that I'm not comfortable piloting in the mid-game. Because I'm planning for the end game. Because I'm that nervous about the end game. But the mid-game is usually what I plan for. Okay. How should I manage? Like, we could full block this turn. The problem is the next 2 turns, I don't think we have lethal. And then we're, of course, weakening our Stardust as we do that. Could also have Stardust. Okay, let's do math. I didn't want to do math, but let's do math. Stardust could do 13 times 4, which is 52. Plus the Crush Under does not get us there. I don't know. I still think that's like our best bet of finishing this fight in like a reasonable time span. So let's grab something that's free. Yeah, let's just use an attack potion. Reflect is like the best card and we have to take it, but I also can't take it because like, okay, this is more combats than we signed up for. That's not cool. Not cool at all, game. Guess I'll play the Reflect. Oh boy. Okay. Crush Under at least is here. So it helps us a tiny bit. Could put like, I don't know, this back on top. Do we have Pale Blue Dot going? I don't know if we got there. Take damage. Because that's just how this fight goes. You just take damage. Ow. You know what? Charge would have been useful there. At like any point in time. Cool. I think we have to take this other glow. It's kind of mandatory. And do I feel confident in this elite gauntlet I signed up for? I really don't. Not anymore. Like, I'd like to, but I have a severe lack of confidence. We'd have to draw well. I think I have to go to the shop. Gotta pivot. Okay. There's Star Generation if we want it in Shining Strike. Could also just take the Ori. Could take the upgrade skills. The skills we could upgrade would be Manifest Authority, Reflect, Terraforming, Venerate, then Defends. I'm kind of fine with whatever this upgrade would hit. But is it better just getting 5 card rewards? I think that's better. This just gives us all the options. Monologue can be okay with the Stardust game plan and Pale Blue Dot. I'll take it. Summon Forest, I don't think we're going to be taking any of those. I don't think we're going to be taking Resonance, so we might take Know Thy Place, we might take Cosmic. Crescent Spear Plus is pretty good. And then Gather Light Plus is really good. Convergence is actually a really, really, really good card. Ooh. Also, don't forget that you have 4 energy a turn you can get. I really like the upgraded Gather Light here because we don't have block density. And we do need Star Generation. Convergence is also Star Generation and does help us pull off Pale's Tears sometimes a little bit easier. Convergence is like the better card, but I think Gather Light is better right now. I'm not certain about that. I'm going to take a Cosmic Indifference, and then we'll skip that last one. We just added a ton of cards to the deck. Do I want to add a Shining Strike? I kind of want to add a Flash of Steel, so we have more opportunities for Ornamental Fan to pull off. Then I want to face at least one more elite on this act. Do I feel confident in fighting multiple elites now? Let's do this fight and find out. Kind of just skipped over a campfire to try all this. Boy. Yeah, we are doing something interesting for sure. Okay. So 1. I think we can safely pale. 2. We can safely glow. 3, 4. I do find myself wanting to play this Stardust. Despite not having vigor. I'm okay taking 1. Maybe. Yeah, this kind of sucks. We don't have enough star generation. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable facing elites. Not at all. I don't think we can. Although maybe we should. Maybe that's like the play. Cosmic Difference to help set things up a little bit better. Like, maybe we have to. I think I'm just gonna go to a campfire, though, and rest. We might never pull off Sword and Stone, but that's kind of besides the point. Alrighty. What do we got here? Cosmic Difference, Reflect. I might as well play the monologue, I suppose. Guess I also want to Reflect. Then we want to... What are the chances I'm taking out this Chomper? Not high. So we'll take out this Chomper before they get to go again, ideally. That's the goal. Okay. We want to full block and deal damage where we can. It's been very hard for us to play the Royal Gamble. Like, hoping to play... Oh, we need to save the energy. I need to save energy. We have to start saving energy. Like, we have to start using that relic. I think I have tools, and I'm not using them. Like, that is what's happening here. Yeah, we can't Dying Star to save ourselves. So we'll wait, put Reflect on the wrong time, but we need the 4 energy a turn, right? Yeah, this is so impactful. And if we do that at the start of every fight, even if we take a little bit of damage, it'll help us out so much more. Okay. Okay. Don't forget what you got. Also, it turns out I should have popped the regen potion. I was debating that at the start, but wasn't sure, and now we know. No, we had Pendant. Neat. Yeah, and then we also... Yeah, well... Skip. We have to fight an elite. I want to upgrade, ideally. Yeah, Monologue, Retains would be good. This would help us with our Stardust game plan, I think. I don't really like Monologue, but I've heard some people recommend it, so I wanted to try it out. I don't know, we kind of need stars. I guess Venerate. And then do I want to visit a shop so I don't have to face like another enemy? I think I do. There's a Mystic Lighter. Would have loved a Mystic Lighter. Love a lot of cards here, but sadly, it's not going to be too much for us. A weird deck. I'm very afraid. Yeah, okay, this is like the elite. I definitely didn't want to fight. Whatever, I guess. Here we go. Good turn for Crush Under. Thank you, Crush Under. I'm glad you showed up at the right time. We could put something into the draw pile. I guess we could Cosmic a Defend. Photon cut, put Crush Under on top, and then defend. Gives us something. We also have Bottled Potential, don't forget it. Okay. Got a draw that at least replaces itself. Deal 28 damage. I think I'm going to Staple Serum. Okay, we can Royal Gamble. Glow. Reflect. We're still not saving energy every turn. I can't help but notice that. There was a plan I had at one point to save energy. I don't think we need to this turn, not anymore. I genuinely think we're fine if I don't. Terraforming, okay. Might need to play Terraforming. But I want to Crush Under. Alright, let's do math. 8 times 7 here. It's definitely not going to be enough damage. Well, they're going to take 16 if we block. Yeah, we'll play the Terraforming. Kind of have to get there in time. I'll weaken the charge. Oh, I did not block that correctly. Okay, we just have to draw Stardust at the right times. Great, this might do it. If this doesn't do it, do we die? Yes. So 9 times 7. Yeah, that just does it. We'll believe. Plus the 13 twice. Yeah. Cool. Juicy Bracelet, perfect timing. Crash Landing, not really the deck for it, unfortunately. And then I do think I have to rest, sadly. And we're going to have to play this fight well, which is also unfortunate for me. Switch sides. I guess I should have monologued. Then we should save our energy. So we have 4 energy a turn for the rest of the combat. Look at me, playing smart for once. So Pale Blue Dot, Crush Under. We do have like a decently sized Stardust. I don't think duplicating it works, but it might work because like duplicating Whirlwind works. If duplicating Whirlwind works, we're in good shape, right? Could have no pen nib on it. Yeah, if we'd been smart enough to set up pen nib, it'd have been interesting. But 13 times 7 twice. So 13 times 14, 140 damage, somewhere around there. Cool. It's definitely not quite enough. I mean, it's more like 182 damage. But that's also not going to get us there. That's a lot, but it's not there. Gonna save our energy. I don't know if that was correct, but we'll find out in the future, I suppose. Okay, Gather Light, Manifest Authority. Ooh, Dark Shackles. Really don't have to on this turn, though. I'd kind of rather not. Is there cards I'd like to get out of the deck? Yes. Okay. Save our energy yet again. Facing the correct direction. They're going to do 33. Okay. It's a lot of damage. But it's damage that can be dealt with. Oh, we can still draw. Ooh, oh, but we want to draw Reflect, if anything. Come on, game. I guess that was greedy. I don't know. Didn't feel greedy. What do I want to draw next, then? Mayhaps a glow. We might as well stick to attacking. Okay. It's not too bad of damage. Take 16. Turns out having 4 energy a turn really helps. Go figure. Can't help but notice this Reflect is only blocking for a little bit. Might need to turn to face the dude I didn't want to face. Well, now they're only doing 14. I don't want to use the rest of my energy. So we'll wait up again. Oh wow, we have the Pen-Nibbed Stardust? Crazy. Can always bottle potential if we need to. Might need to. We're in dire shape. Yeah, I don't know about this one. We won't take any damage this turn, I think. If I just play my cards right. Yeah, you're dealing 7. Yeah, we can live with that. Cosmic, we can put another Reflect on top. Save our energy. Okay, it's a lot of damage you guys got going. Play the Monologue. Play the Reflect Gather Light. Is that blocking all the damage? Not quite. Could put Terraforming on top. But then what? Venerate? No, we can't. Sorry, we can't put Terraforming on top. We could put like. Yeah, I'm not really utilizing Stardust well, am I? Still times 3. It's pretty good damage. We'll wait. They deal damage to themselves. Okay. It's gonna be some good starts. Okay, hold up. We have Vigor. We have Monologue. Let's do a Glow. This could be where we just, like, win. Are we... Oh, we're not Pen-Nibbed. Is that why I was doing so much damage? No. Why am I doing so much less damage? I was expecting to do more, and now I'm doing less. That just confuses me. Okay. It's like, do I play this defend or not? That's what I've been debating this whole time. Okay, we have the Stardust, Crush Under. I mean, I don't hate Dying Star here because it keeps us alive. But we want to hit this guy for sure. And then do we need extra energy? Next turn. Is our extra energy next turn important? It might be. Take no damage. We're getting extra draw regardless. This seems good. Like, we have a Venerate, we have a Glow, we have a Reflect Defend, so we're blocking enough so I'm not, like, in danger here. take 8. I mean, I'm in danger, but I'm not in, like, too much danger. I think we continue to preserve our energy. Card draw. Now you're attacking for 24. Okay. Monologue. Is this the turn? Yeah, I think this is the turn. Do you play our Vigor yet? Is it better to do the Falling Star here? I don't want to die suddenly. So even if you gain 5 strength, you'll not kill me? Yeah, that seems correct. I guess we can play a lot more cards, huh? Another Gather Light, keep us alive. And then Terraforming. Duplicate the Stardust? Do we even need to duplicate the Stardust? Yeah, I think so. Also just to test out, see how it works. Okay, it does work like we thought it did. Cool, we take 0 damage. So, wasn't really worth duplicating. Didn't hit the Crusher more times, so that felt kind of bad. 22 damage, they can't beat me. We have 52 on the Pen Nib here. That's just a lot of damage. Cool, got him. Oh boy. I hate how much I'm having to think on this fight. I really hate it. It means we're not doing well. Take like an heirloom hammer, be funny at least. Bombardment does deal damage theoretically. I don't even know if we have Vacu unlocked to get the like same combo that we got going on. Wouldn't be as good now because we don't have Tyranny at the start. Tyranny at the start was a huge part of our last deck. And we want to fight 3 elites somehow. Does any of this help us do that? Bombardment kind of helps me play cards. Okay. What do you got for me? And it is Aeon Glass. Gain extra energy. Start of each combat, shuffle 3 dazes into your draw pile. Kind of rough. Diamond Diadem could help us keep alive. Honestly, it helps us set up Pale's Tears too. Though Blessed Antler in a similar way helps us set up Pale's Tears. I'm going to take the Diamond Diadem. And then we're going to, well, I was going to say hunt for a shop that's in a good location or hunt for like a 3 elite path. No such 3 elite path exists because we are on Ascension 0. This ain't good. Alright. We're in trouble. Simply put. Big amounts of danger. Okay, we want to preserve our energy. Or at least Diamond Diadem helps with that first turn if like things go wrong. So that's neat. Bombardment here. I guess I can Dying Star too. To take no damage. It's kind of just offsetting things a little bit, but whatever. Crescent Spear. Maybe I should have played more Glow. Oh, Bombardment makes it hard for Diamond Diadem to work. Dang. Should have thought about that before anything else. Like, this fight already is sketchy. Which is kind of crazy. I guess there's a chance Royal Gamble gets to pull off next turn. Uh-oh. Doesn't matter. We win! Yay! I want to take another charge. I do. I kind of do. But I think I have to take a Spectrum Shift because, like, we're not winning any fight right now. Yeah, you know what? Take my Bottle Potential. Or Ornamental Fan. Yeah, the Incidental Block is, like, helpful for sure sometimes. But 2 random relics could be more helpful. We need something. Give you my Bottle Potential. Vajra, it's not really it. But hey, you know, it could be something. I want to play this glow, but again, we need to preserve energy. Turn 1. Okay. We just have like a distinct lack of block. We have Diamond Diadem going on, so maybe I just utilize that. Yeah, take a lot less damage. We got this. Alright. These aren't the cards we need. Potion belt. If we'd gotten the way to fill it out, that would be nice. Convergence is probably like what we need to take. And then like bag of prep. It's gotta be. I think that's correct. Even though most of the time we're going to be playing 2 cards on our turn 1. But they're important 2 cards to figure out, you know? Three, 4. Ooh. The glow back on top. So I'm going to get to draw more cards. 1, 2, 3. Don't want to take damage if I don't have to on this fight. I just don't know if I have to or not. I'm gonna try wiping out a Nax spot. See if I can decide to just not take damage. Gain block. Okay, we gain extra block. If I just don't play another card, we could be okay, but I do want a convergence is my problem. So I'll ultimate defend instead. Maybe draw Stardust. Sure. Need to get back our energy. I think we have enough damage in hand, so we can go a little crazy. Do we want to wipe this guy down? We could just like Dying Star, and then they deal nothing to me. So I'm aware I said wipe this guy down. That's not really what I meant, but like, it's fine. Convergence. Do we have a card we want to put back on top? Could even be a Stardust. It's not super likely to be Stardust. Could just be Dying Star. Okay. Keep preserving energy. Do we have the damage in hand to win? Guess that's the first question I should ask. I don't think we do. Why am I going for it anyways? Because I feel like I could be wrong. Wow. Just barely not wrong. Was indeed correct. I did not have the damage. That's fine. We'll have the damage next turn. Let me just make sure we don't take damage this turn. Okay. Axbot is down. It's a terrible sign that every one of these fights has been super hard. Black hole? It's damage. It's theoretically damage. I'm kind of just... I'm up for putting my fate in the hands of RNG right now. Spectrum Shift cheap, so it's playable. Pantograph could help us out. Gotta fight an elite, I guess. Never gonna get the promised Sword and Stone. It's a good time for Spectrum Shift. Maybe it's a good time for Crush Under. Ooh, 54 damage though on the Crescent Spear. Just trying to only play 2 cards so we don't die. I'm gonna take 54 damage on the Crescent Spear. Take 10. Could be worse. If your hand is empty, be better. Okay. 2, 3. We got Dying Star. That's neat. Is that better than Reflect though? Honestly, hard to say. Does do damage is the thing. That's nice about it. I think it technically blocks for more. Oh, we should have played another card first. That would have been even more damage. Well, I hope I don't die on this fight. There's a lot of that going around. What is this hand? What is this hand? You can't give me that kind of hand. Manifest Authority. Okay, we got Production. It's actually kind of great. Manifest Authority. Could just get rid of cards. Any cards I need to get rid of in here? Kinda, yeah. These 2 will do. Can still continue blocking. Wow. Almost took still more damage. Panic Button. Very interesting. Hopefully I don't need to play a Panic Button. I feel like things go seriously wrong if I've had to play a Panic Button. Please die. Cool. They did die. They did what I wanted. Might be able to play Panic Button this turn. Got Panache. Glow. If I play these 3 defends, do I block in full? I do. Let's just do that then. It's like the tiniest bit safer. I should have played Monologue first. Then I should have played other cards first. It's only 12 times 2, so it's not too bad, but we win this turn. Cool. Happy Flower. Cool, 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 cool. Gamma Blast. Again, we still don't have like enough star generation for me to feel good about any of that, but like I maybe have to. Maybe have to. Rest. Fight an elite. It's a big elite. It's a big boy. I like Glow and I like Reflect. I take no damage. Okay. Spectrum Shift. Manifest Authority. Equilibrium. Hold. Draw no cards. Mayhem's gonna make Diamond Diadem like never work. So let's do a second Mayhem as well, because that's just more fun. We're taking some damage? How did I manage that? Bombardment got played. Strike got played. Very fun. Royal Gamble. Blue Dot. What is this hand? What is this hand? So everyone I was like, oh, we'll just not play. We'll never make use of Diamond Diadem. Well, here we are. Guess I just wish I grabbed more energy. See Seems to be the thing I needed to do here. Alright. What am I doing? Choose a card, put it on top of your draw pile. This will do. That's a card that gets big sometimes. Let's play Monologue. Salvo, just keep retaining our hand. That's the fun thing that we like doing here. We like retaining hands. Yeah, I guess we'll save the Equilibrium in case I need it next turn. Guess I shouldn't play the Terraforming in case it's bad. But like, we're gonna play a bunch of cards. That much is happening. Okay, hey, we got a Finesse. Neat. Can weaken them. 45 damage. Alright. We got up to 4. Another Convergence. You know what? Right now, just taking it. Okay, this could actually be really good. We get to make a power and attack. I was really hoping to make one or the other. I think we need Dexterity and Strength, so yeah, okay. That was like, kind of just had to high roll here. Even then, I'm not sure. Ooh, heal to full HP? Yeah, we take the heal to full HP. We're okay with that. We get to smith 1 card. If you could smith 1 card, what would it be? Could it be to make Bombardment more impactful? Could be, could be. Honestly, let's make Bombardment more impactful. Mad Science could show up immediately, but we don't necessarily even want that. Okay. So let's drink our Dexterity. Let's drink our Spectrum Shift. Convergence. Take half damage. We got it's partially set up. Okay. Hey, Mind Blast is here. So let us do this. Pale blue dot. We're gonna just take some damage. I think that much is happening. 3. Okay, it's kind of interesting. Got a glow. Gamma Blast. Gather Light. Gamma Blast is interesting here because it means Dying Star can be played and we can just take 0 damage. And then we can put a Convergence on top. Draw a Wither, that's fine. I feel like we're doing some stuff. Stuff is definitely happening. Maybe you shuffle your draw pile, choose a card to put it into the hand. Okay, so I mean, I like the Glow, Venerate, Royal Gamble. Could even do a Convergence. Crescent Spear. We're just retaining our whole hand. Wither +1s have entered the deck, but if we don't get the opportunity to draw Wither +1s, then that doesn't matter. Okay, so Mad Science. Reflect. Plus a Manifest Authority. That does get us there. You do want to hurt me, don't you? Could do another Convergence. We could do a... can't quite line up the Terraforming just right. Could do a Charge. No, I kind of want to save Charge. Can't play the Catastrophe. Let's play the Stratagem. Feel like we've got this. I feel like I've been overestimating this guy like severely, but at the same time, probably not. This guy does beat you down by turn 10. It just happens. You just got to deal with it. Okay. The 2 random cards from your draw pile. That's like almost perfect. Monologue and bombardment. Perfect. Okay. Wanted to play the bombardment. That's nice. Flash of Steel. We can draw the defend. We have a, like, pretty big terraforming peck here. Look at that damage. Totally got him. Oh, yeah. These. See, the problem is Wither. As it turns out. It's just a bit too much here. We don't want to play the Crush Under. Yeah, I don't think we do. We got him down to 200 health, but we have to beat him in like 4 turns. Just kind of has to happen. We'll take the charge immediately. So hopefully get rid of more Withers. Wow, yeah, so many already got shoved in the deck. Okay, we need to play the Gatherlight. Yeah, whenever we shuffle a draw pile, that's not happening again anytime soon, game. We're already taking damage this turn if I don't play yet another card. I do think the glow is more important, though. Because at this point, we just want this Stardust popping off. Like, we're after a ginormous Stardust. Okay. Possible ginormous Stardust is here. Kind of need to make it happen too, otherwise we are a little bit toast. So this is times 10, right? So 15 times 11. It's a lot of damage. If we could get that up just a little bit to be, you know, doubled, I think we'll be in good shape. Like, we're there, right? We're there? We're almost there. We are now there on the pen nib. Okay. Why was that so hard? That was so difficult. My goodness. I'm glad we had HP to work with, just in case, but turns out we had more than enough. Okay. We had damage. We got a charge. That did help us out. That was one less Wither in our hand and helped us actually draw our attacks there. That was pretty good. I have increased the streak. That's the important thing. Right? So, yeah, that's going to do it for the region run. That was a good one. I mean, that was not a good run. I think I messed up many times there, but thankfully in low ascensions it's not too impactful. I need to just build like I'm used to building. Not saying taking the charge was wrong. Ooh, yeah, you know what? Having these cards to our pile just made region harder. But yeah, that one was interesting. Anyways, hope everybody watching the video, you have a great day or night wherever you are, but the stream will continue. Galactic Dust, Lunar Pastry, and Fencing Manual. These are really good relics. Those are definitely the good ones. Alright, oh, I need to increase the streak to 3. There we go. We're going. Try harder. Yeah, that's what we're doing here. The 3 colorless cards, by the way, like that potion, just so rare. Super rare. If I die, you die. Yeah, Necrobinder. I feel a lot more confident with the Necrobinder. I don't know what boss we're facing. We're facing Aeon Glass. I do want some damage. So we'll see. But we are here with the Necrobinder. We're ready to go on Ascension 0. Increase that win streak. Get all the way back up to where we were before. Killed all that I love. He did do that. Some rares are pretty fun to grab early. Let's try a rare. Squeeze can be fun early. Call the Void, I think, maybe is just the easiest build around. Because it just could be any card. And you just grab Ethereal Synergy. But I'm assuming ethereal synergy exists, so that assumption could be extremely wrong. Alright, no more crazy relics to have to deal with from the Regent run. This time we get to chill a little. We'll play the Call of Void over a strike. Might be more value. We have Asti defense. Beautiful. Block, Dirge maybe? I'm enjoying this. Oh, the Necrobinder. Character I feel so much more comfortable on. Yeah, we just don't take damage for the rest of the fight. Sweet. I love how some fights just get solved early with the Necrobinder as well. It's a nice feeling time. Gone. Graveblast Dance Macabre. Whenever you play a card that costs 2 or more energy, gain 4 block. I have people who like swear by this card. Over a Graveblast though? Seems unlikely. Alright, we got a Lasting Candy. I like Lasting Candy. I'm okay with an early shop. Can sometimes give you some good cards to grab, such as a Defy, such as a Bone Shards. Could also have a Remove instead. Removing the injury would be nice. I think Bone Shards would be fine to grab as well. Ooh, Bone Shards would have meant we could fight this, but we don't really care to fight it anyways. I think we're going to avoid an Elite until a little bit later. Definitely, like, would prefer a few more cards and campfires here. Not to say that we actually, like, can't beat an Elite. We certainly can. I just don't want to rush it. This is fun. An Ethereal Call of the Void. Sure, we'll just grab more and more cards. I feel like we're already outscaling our enemy. No, flatten. Goodbye. Would take a poke, by the way. Whenever you draw an ethereal card, draw 1. So the problem is we're not drawing ethereal cards with Call of the Void, but we do have Defy, and Page Storm can be good. Lethality is maybe the card we want early, though, over Page Storm. Because Lethality just makes your Unleash hit better, which is usually going to be strong, so... yeah, I think it's the right play. Hang, Grave Blast? Could have hanged again. Ooh, Haunt, No Escape, Rattle. I do love a No Escape. No Escape early is very fun to build around, but again, we're not really that. We're not really anything. We're kind of ethereal synergy right now, so I don't know that I want the No Escape. It's not really good by itself, but we could have Doom cards. That might be a thing that we end up getting. Haunt, likewise, not really good without any other soul generation, because then it does nothing. So is actually a fine card. I wonder if I should take this So. You know what? It's a weird game. We're taking So. And then we could have a Nate Call the Void. It's been a Nate for us so far, and we have enjoyed that. Let's make our lethality better, though. Try to block fully. Get our Asti block going, but this is gonna hurt. Is it a good time for an energy pot? I think it's a good time for an energy pot. Maybe not that strong. The Flyconid Jackfruit fight can be pretty annoying. That was the wrong way to deal damage, by the way, in case you're wondering. I could take the Parse, but I think I'm going to take Debilitate. I don't know if we have actually the Ethereal Scaling card that I really want that hits like another time for every Ethereal card that you've played. And if we don't have that, then like, what am I doing here? It's like, I swear I just fought this fight. Kind of, almost. Slithering Strangler is different from the Flyconid. This is true. Okay. Take 0 damage still. It's a good start. Call of the Void. Oh, we actually have extra energy. Interesting. I don't know where we got that from. It's debilitated. So this weakness is extra effective. I think we also just have Doom. Yeah. Dude is doomed. Sleight of Flesh. Yeah. Yeah, it was always Sleight of Flesh. Sleight of Flesh was always going to be the win condition of every run. Debilitate upgraded is definitely like kind of a necessity now for it to be a good card. It's kind of just a fine card. Unless you just have an abundance of weak and vulnerable, and then it's still a good card. Again, I know why they nerfed it, but I wish they didn't. Alright, now do I feel comfortable to fight a bunch of elites? I do. I think I do. We should be able to manage elites now. Not easily, but manageable is the word I would use. We have Fairy in a Bottle too, so I'm not going to be in too bad of shape no matter what here. How much damage is this? 22 times 4. It was a good random card to get. Borrowed Time upgraded? Yeah. Not a terrible time to get Scythe either. That was pretty sweet. Could see taking a Dance Macabre now. We don't have lethality, right? No. Okay. That's just a ton of damage. This fight can be a pain. But we can just grab out Defy. You've been defied now. Easy fight. Lethality. I guess debilitates more damage? Surprising. Second Sleight of Flesh. I mean, upgraded Dirge is also not bad. Like, this is... Soul Pluses are good. Some 4X is good. Like, it's definitely a good thing. I think the Dirge is better right now. We might get more opportunities at Sleight of Flesh with Lasting Candy. And we do want them upgraded. So, this is going to be a painful fight, potentially. Want to draw our Sleight of Fleshes a little bit sooner. Okay. Huge Asti. Alright, the souls are going to help us deal a lot of damage to the Bygone Effigy. The Bygone Effigy might have to go bye-bye. Did we get the card we needed for... No, we need to play Sleight of Flesh. It's in there somewhere. Yeah, Sleight of Flesh kind of has to be played. I think Defy has to be played. And I wish I could play more cards. But I can't. Okay. Lost Lethality, which does suck. But... Whenever we play an Ethereal card, gain block. Well, okay. He's dealing some damage to me. I think I'm okay with that. Good to make sure he dies next turn. He's only dealing like 1 damage, so that's probably fine. And we're like not gonna take any. So yeah. This is fine. We got him. Sleight of Flesh showing up late was not helpful, but turns out got a good enough deck that it didn't matter too much. Sparkling Rouge, you love to see it, and I also love to see a upgraded Reanimate. Feeling pretty confident, so I'm gonna upgrade Debilitate here. Make sure it's online more of the time. Very interesting choices. Save the Reanimate for later. But Sleight of Flesh, Lethality, it's gonna be a little bit helpful. Let's save the Reanimate for now. Let's do it. Yeah, I think with Fairy in a Bottle, I should never die here. That's my assumption. We'll see if I'm correct. Like, I think I should never die even without Fairy in a Bottle. But, like, I should really never die with Fairy in a Bottle, you know? Like, that has to be true. Obtain a strike. Play this. Play our Borrowed Time, and then get a big fat summon. Got a giant Asti. Whenever you play a soul summon, you'd love to see that. We could sow here. We can debilitate. Oh, it did push them over the edge. Then we could Asti hit them. Alright. Next turn, gain extra energy. Not really the turn you need extra energy, honestly. But, hey. Maybe it'll be okay. Would be nice to have a turn where we get extra block. Am I taking damage this fight? I don't think I have. Is that Melancholy? Am I gonna play a Melancholy because I can't do anything better with it? Amazing. We can only play 1 card. Take 1 damage. Oh my gosh. It's Eidolon. Look at it. It's there. Something should be, yeah, huge. Alright, and Feebling Touch. Cool. Easy first fight. We took 0 damage. Pretty sure. So, what does that mean for me now? Transfigure Plus can be pretty insane. Being able to duplicate a card twice. Another Call of the Void, get a lot of ethereals is fine. Seance is also not too bad. Seance is potentially an answer to Aeon Glass. Do I need an answer to Aeon Glass? We probably have the damage to beat Aeon Glass anyways, to be honest. Like, by the time we get there, so probably not. I think I'm going to Transfigure. That could be break the game too in a way that is fun. Clone Transfigure? No. I think Pale's Blood is just best. Drawing 6 cards a turn is super duper strong. Okay, I'm feeling good. That's like 3 campfires in a row. Could face an elite too. 3 fights, a shop right before an elite, and then kind of an elite gauntlet. I like that. We have 415 gold. Skills are already upgraded. Yeah, I like that a lot. Just play the Reanimate here. Probably don't need the lethality. Transfigure. We could Transfigure the Grave Blast, so it'll be good sometime, but not right now. Dang. I took 2 damage. I'm washed. Shared Fate this guy. Kinda don't want to. Unfortunately, our damage matters somewhat. We lost our Defy. What was I doing? I don't think it's gonna matter, but like, definitely misplaying. Dredge up. Oh, we can get borrowed time again? Heck yeah. Got him. That was very silly. We're going to take the upgraded negative pulse here. It's a way to get constant debuffs for Sleight of Flesh on there. Start of next combat, shuffle dazes in. You know what? Sure. I don't want to waste my gold on you. Not sure when I last took Tea of Discourtesy. Might be never. Okay, we're blocking in full for you. It's gonna take some damage just to make sure we finish off the Bullbug Nectar in time. Lethality. Okay. It's a good start. Try to take as little damage as possible, but we're gonna take 3. That's A-okay, honestly. Should not matter whatsoever here. Cool. I guess we had like many ways faster to win, but that's fine. I'm gonna take a second negative pulse. They actually do get better on multiples as well. And we are now at the point, yeah, where we have to like make sure we play smartly. Okay. We have to get Sleight of Flesh fast, is really what I am trying to say. 1 block, 2 block, 3 block, you block. Okay. Good for now. We might need to use a speed potion on this fight. It's highly likely. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it this turn. So we'll negative pulse. We'll defend. Borrowed time. Can transfigure the Necromastery, which is really funny. Yeah, I think that's pretty funny. Do you get like double stacks of this? Lose 2 times that much HP? That's very fun. So now when they hit us, they're going to start to hurt themselves a lot. We can do it again. Debilitate's kind of huge here, though. They could lose 3 times their HP? Wait, is this just like lethal? I don't know. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it was, but we took damage in the process. Okay, a little bit sketch. I'll take a no escape, but I think that we should stop taking skills, even though they have all that shiny plus sign on them. Sleight of Flesh is, I think we have to take it again. Gambling Chip, though. I think I have to take Gambling Chip. Okay, we have another borrowed time. Destor. I think I take Destor. This seems like a solid deck all around. I feel like I shouldn't have to worry about this anymore. Sleight of Flesh. Defy. Borrowed time. Call of the Void. Reanimate. Yeah, like, this really shouldn't be a problem anymore. Can debilitate. Friendship. Destor. We should be able to wipe them out actually just by going through our deck. Is there another Daze in the pile? No, but there's a Strike, which is almost as bad. Doom. Could have like transfigured something correctly there. That would have been fun. Dance Macabre. Second Sleight of Flesh. Could play the Dance Macabre first to gain value. Souls. So we block. We block. Do I block? We're taking, so they're doing 28, so we're taking 1 damage if I play the Dirge and 0 damage if I play the Bodyguard. Very interesting. Okay, so Defy plus Deathbringer plus No Escape. Surely, yeah. Bag of Prep, huge for us. Not going to take another Lethality. Don't think we need the Grave Warden, though maybe it's important to take for the block density. And we look, 1, 2, 3 block. And then not a lot of other blocks, so I think it's still important to take. Unfortunately. We'll upgrade our Sleight of Flesh, our second one here. Is my cat's feeding time. And do I want to fight another elite? Or would upgrading a card genuinely be better? We should take a look. What card could I possibly upgrade to be better? God, Toxic Egg does feel really good. I think Call of the Void maybe actually is it. Though, let's fight another elite. I think we're strong enough too. We have Gambling Chip plus Pack of Prep now. So it's almost like getting Call of the Void immediately. So the Sleight of Flesh is here. Animates here. This fight could be a pain. I definitely want to play a Sleight of Flesh. I would like to play 2, honestly. I wish this guy still... like, gave you energy for attacking him. Alright, we found a way out to take no damage that turn, which is nice. Can transfigure the negative pulse. I don't want to do it this way. This is brutal. Yeah, it just does so much damage. Ow. 5 times 3. So now we have to be very careful. I think weakening him does become worth it, though. Yeah. Does like exactly equal. And then they gain 6 damage, but we gain 12 blocks, so this is worth playing. Oh, and they're weakened, so actually it's better than that. I think we can afford to do this. And then I'll just Dirge. And if we souls up, we do okay. That's damage. They're not dead yet, but they like could be in a second. All we have to do is maybe play Defy. Yeah, we take no damage. Okay. We got him. Facet Prism is down. A little bit of a tricky fight. All we got for our troubles is a fairy in a bottle, but that's fine. Dredge that has Retain on it? Sign me up. I'll stop taking cards at some point. You'll see. I'll be able to do it. I can stop myself. I can stop anytime. I'm gonna play both Sleight of Fleshes. No, I don't think so. Maybe? Maybe. Call the Void. Borrow Time. We can play a... No, I don't think I will. I think the negative pulse is pretty important. I think, like, not taking damage is pretty important in fights. Usually you want to do that. Yeah, oftentimes you just don't want to take damage. Crazy how that works. Draw. Okay, we got Dredge. Dredge could get us Borrowed Time. That is very interesting. You could be pretty much wiped out. We can't play the Borrowed Time anymore. We've locked ourselves out of that possibility. Probably should have played a Strike. That would have blocked more. Okay. Playing a little too fast and loose. Let's chill out. Okay, we get the Dredge. Dredge is good. Dredge gets me Borrowed Time. Gets me a No Escape. Gets me a Sleight of Flesh if I want. Which I do. I do like it. The No Escape is 30 Doom. That guy's practically dead. Play the Death's Door. Play a Borrowed Time. Transfigure a like Dirge or something. I don't know. It's interesting. Kind of insane. If we get hurt on this fight now, that'd be incredible. Like, not sure how possible that is, but I'm sure I could manage. Okay. Putrefy? Putrefy is vulnerable weak. I mean, like, it's a way. It's a way out. It's also more weakness. It's one of the few ways to get a lot of weak. Call the Void, opening hand. Seems better now. Seems better to have Bodyguard be upgraded too. It's a really weird upgrade. Being able to play weak and vulnerable on these guys on their very first turn, huge. Someone draw a Sleight of Flesh. Maybe quite obviously. Darn. You're gonna take damage. It's the Dust Millipede. You're just known to take damage. Knowledge Demon I think we have a good matchup against, so I'm not like super worried. We don't have a Sleight of Flesh out there. Let's think about transfiguring this negative pulse just to end the fight. It does end the fight, but we take damage in the meantime. Is that worth it? I don't know. Maybe. Could use extra energy. Need a lot of extra energy. Sometimes the Necrobinder's just like that. Okay. Took way more damage than I should have. Double your attack damage, but like... I think this is too expensive. I think it's going to be too hard to play Reperform. It's a very good card. Doubles your attack damage, and in this deck it lets us deal damage every time we play an attack via Sleight of Flesh. So like it really accelerates our damage, but we have to be able to play the cards. The Parse is maybe fine. Wish I had more energy cards. We'd take another Borrowed Time probably. Now that we are taking Parse. Call of Void's good. Don't need block this turn. Probably don't need negative pulse this turn. Don't need block this turn. Okay. Like, we could reanimate at the start here. Just get ourselves really set up. I don't hate that idea. We'll lose a lot of our cards, but we'll be okay in the long run. Okay, that is a Sleight of Flesh. We aren't taking any damage. We do have End of Days, though. Which does wipe out, like, these guys. That's a problem for next turn. Weird. Didn't play our win con, but we also should be fine. Play all the attacks. Gosh, dealing double damage is quite the thing, huh? Yeah, like we have more than enough scaling. That's not our problem. Another Defy. I think even over the upgraded Sleight of Flesh there, I take this Defy. And then we should heal. Just to be safe. I think being safe is a good plan on mine. Alright. We like these. We like this opening hand. We like this a lot. We actually like this just so much. I'm not gonna like change too much because I don't wanna, like draw Defy somehow and mess it up. Borrow Time, or like multiple Defies in a way. Yeah, I think we just won. Got to play double Sleight of Flesh. Like, it's just over. Yeah, this guy's weakened forever too. Debilitate them now, so they take double damage. Cool. Or we take damage, but like, we definitely win. That much is guaranteed. Let's grab our borrowed timeout. Grab a no escape, grab a debilitate maybe? So we need to do borrowed time. Debilitate again. No escape again? Oh, he's dead. When did that happen? Alright, well. Goodbye, Knowledge Demon. Oh, he's not dead, he healed. Psych. Alright, let's just play debilitate twice, see how that goes. Pretty well. Pretty well. Alright, there's Reperform again. Again, like... No, we just have enough damage. We already have enough damage. It's fine. We don't need Reperform. I would be amazed if we lose. Now, having Swift on our cards is cool. Apotheosis... Hardly necessary, because like all we've taken are powers and skills, and they're all upgraded. Wow. This is one of the least necessary apotheoses I've ever seen. So perhaps we should take Glam, just to have enchanted cards that could be worth taking. Putting Swift on cards is also quite good, but I don't have any zero cost cards. I don't have easy ways to make use of energy. Except maybe with like a chandelier. I'm gonna take the Glam. See if we can add some cards that way. There's a shop at the end here. We don't really have to... We just have to make it to the boss at full HP. It is Aeon Glass, which I was like afraid of on Necrobinder, but at the same time, not with a run that's already going this hard. This is like an above average run. Unfortunately, there's like 4 fights like every direction. Except maybe this one, but like that one has a... I don't know. Guess we just have to fight 4 floor fights. It's just how it is. Sleight of Flesh. We could Defy. And then we could Borrow Time. Negative Pulse. You're not dealing any damage, and then you're dead. Okay, we won. Is that a turn 1 win? Ooh. Ooh. That's exciting. Attack Potion. Might be better. Ooh, Friendship twice? That's super good, actually. That's like exactly what I want. I wouldn't mind the Borrowed Time either. Like, not really. Blessing of the Forge. Yeah, I think that one's going to be a lot less useful here. We are very, very strong. Okay. The stores here, Putrefy. I mean, I'll negative pulse him. He's weakened. We have debilitates we could draw. We can get a big bodyguard so we actually have some block this turn. Letter opener is dealing damage. No escape, Grave Blast. I guess I do want some block, right? Maybe. I don't know, do I? Call the Void, Lethality, deal some damage, I guess. Keep this card in hand because it retains and it's fine. Defy. Defy. Dredge. Transfigure. Wait, we just like probably like no escape him. Negative pulses. Sure. Does that work? Negative pulse. Oh yeah, this easily works. Negative pulse. Got 109 doom on them. Alright. And we're not taking any damage. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Wisp with as many cards as we draw in the early game. Okay, you know what? Retain Wisp with replay 1. Turns out these cards with replay, they get a lot better. Okay, we don't even have to make it to the boss with full HP anymore. I don't want to lose max HP though. That is one thing I definitely don't want to happen. I should keep this over this. I don't know. Did find borrowed time. Okay. So weaken. We're full blocked. Borrowed time. Negative pulse. Bodyguard, defend, just to get the 5 extra damage out. Did 10 damage to everybody that turn without attacking. Very fun. Okay. Dredge. For borrowed time. Defy, maybe? Defy. Borrowed time. Most of y'all are doomed now. So we should just focus on taking 0 damage this turn. They're dealing 30. So we're not quite taking 0. Now we should be. And pretty much all the scrolls were doomed. Easy. Another putrefy. But this one's doubled. Oh boy, I'm taking way too many cards, but it's fun. I mean, we have such a good opening with gambling chip and stuff, so I don't think I'm in danger, honestly. Like, I basically shouldn't ever lose this. Alright, after this run, I've got to feed my cat for sure. Otherwise, she's gonna murder me, it seems like. And it'd be her right to. So do I reanimate or do I putrefy twice? Very interesting. Could putrefy twice with, like, debilitate? Ooh, that seems really strong. Yeah, I think double putrefy and then, like, debilitate alongside transfigure here. Or getting, like, a little bit of a nasty. That seems good. Wow, what a turn. Can we have turns like this? Is this legal? It seems wrong. Seems like I shouldn't be able to have turns like that. What am I grabbing out? I don't know. Lethality. Block. Alright, actually, I gotta feed my cat right now. Hopefully I remember to cut that out of the recording. We'll see. Alright. What do I got going for me? Oh, everything here. Actually, so much energy. Too much energy, in fact. Play our Sleight of Flesh. We'll deal our damage. Solve Friendship. I should have done that in the other order. Whatever. No more Debilitate, so they're actually going to start dealing real damage now. But we deal better damage probably. Most likely going to be to play this Wisp. I'll avoid Parse. Draws us lots of cards. Sleight of Flesh is pretty darn good. We can do this, borrow time, no escape, death's door, grave warden, just to draw some souls. That'll be enough skills for us to probably get them into lethal range when we need to. Transfigure this defy, this should do it. Yeah, we can even we can do that again. Good fight. Good fight. Maybe you don't need to do another copy of this. Do I have block density? Barely feels like a yes, but I'm going to increase my deck a little bit more. Dexterity over weak pot? Probably. We have enough weakness now. And I could face 3 elites, but there's really no point. We should just go for the win right now. We'll upgrade 2 random cards. Sure. Upgrade defends. I don't hate that. Can see a shop at the end here, but maybe taking a look at multiple shops is better. Mummified Hand gets better and better. This run's just off the rails now. That's an expensive shop. Why is this shop so expensive? This is way more expensive than usual, right? Well, whatever. Moving some strikes is still going to help us out. Okay. Don't need to focus on too much more. If we have to use a potion in this next fight, that'll be fine. Ooh, a card could lose exhaust. What kind of card would lose exhaust? Putrefy? Putrefy losing exhaust is kind of funny. Wisp, not so much. Dirge, could do double dirge, could reanimate multiple times. I don't have any like game breaking things. I mean, reanimate's like definitely fine. Dirge is also very funny, but we could just deal incidental damage. I don't want to think about it too much here. Do I need to rest? Maybe. We actually probably just want to call the void innate now. Now our deck is too thick and we definitely want to see it up front. So, do you remember the dirge or the reanimate? Probably the reanimate. It's a hard one to say. Interesting. Okay. We should have enough block. So we get the Call of the Void. Ooh, get a free debilitate. Okay. And then maybe transfigure dirge. Right. X cards transfigured are OP. Kind of forgot about that. Should never forget about that though. Alright, we have Sleight of Flesh. We have a Dredge. Fortunately, our Ethereal card didn't help us out too much here. They are debilitated, which is good. This at least retains. Hoping not to take too much damage here, but I guess we could play the reanimate for 1. Maybe that would have been the play. Wow, what a turn this is, though. Dredge, we can play the Sleight of Flesh most likely this turn. Debilitate, Sleight of Flesh, okay. So Sleight of Flesh. See what's free? The reanimate. I was hoping that would happen. Friendship makes lethality free. Cool. Lethality makes debilitate free. So we aren't able to play the defy, but that really, truly doesn't matter. Fight's done. Good fight. Necrobinder win is here. 140 damage. Permafrost, that does help us a little bit. Necromastery, I mean, a power that, like, plays twice is pretty valuable with Mummified Hand. Necromastery is pretty funny. Defy is pretty good too, though. Especially upgraded Defy. We have 2. I don't know, Page Storm could just be actually incredible. Then we have 1 more shop. The shop seems less expensive, which is good. Is Dance Macabre okay? Could be fine. Get rid of a strike. I don't know if that was the best way to spend my money there. Feels like almost certainly not, but we healed a full thanks to Pantograph, so we might as well upgrade. Let's upgrade Dance Macabre. I'm told this card is fine. I don't believe it, but like, that's what I've been told. Okay, so Sleight of Flesh is here, Friendship's here, Borrowed Time's here. Actually, this is almost a perfect hand. Wow. Drink our Dex Potion. Drink our Attack Potion as well. Sure, we'll grab High Five. And then we just need to play Powers. So we'll see what powers we get. This is definitely just going to get played. We'll play Sleight of Flesh for free, it looks like. Okay. Alright, and then we have energy for Borrowed Time as well. So we get to High Five. Get rid of a thing there. Putrefy plays twice. So now they actually take damage. Then we have Debilitate. And then we could Dredge. And we can Borrow Time. And get another turn of Debilitate on them. Take 0. This is the most, like, done Aeon Glass fight I've ever seen. Necromastery. Cool, we even got the free block on Death's Door. Neat. Necessary. Totally important to the fight. We have -7 strength this turn? It's kind of impressive, actually. They're already down to, like, no HP. Yeah, this... What a fight. Yeah, I like this fight. This is fun. This is a good one. Ooh, we can transfigure the No Escape. Just to end the fight slightly sooner, I suppose. Grab a Dirge. Why not? You're gonna wither me, but who cares? We're just gonna win faster than the withers matter. Oh, we do have Pull from Below unlocked, so the Ethereal card was possible to get. I wasn't sure. That's cool, though. Glad I know now. This one come. The Reanimate became free. Lethality. Make sure they're weakened. We don't want to take damage. Not from these guys. 4 times 5. Now we'll just block. I don't want my Aussie to take damage. That'd be rude. We have Unleash still? We do have Unleash still. We have like the biggest Unleash. Alright. Yeah, well this was just a busted Necrobinder deck, so yeah. This could beat any boss easily, without problem. That was awesome. Now, was there a difference in that Aeon Glass fight? I need to look back. That one looked like... Are these different from A10 or not? I don't know what the differences are. I think they're subtly, like, they're less attacks on their main attack. I think that's what it is. But no, we also weakened them, so I'm not sure. 6 elites, 1,000 more gold, defeated 2 bosses without shopping. Want to run under 50 minutes? Oh, yay. Just barely. That was with a cat feeding, though, so, you know. Alright, we're going to go on to the defect. And we're gonna win there. I'm excited. Still have to skip every animation of this. Oblivion, Countdown, Scourge. Fine cards for the Doom. Fine cards indeed. Sleight of Flash is just the way to go on Necrobinder right now. I expect they'll nerf its damage at some point. I wouldn't mind like a cost and damage nerf at the same, or like a cost reduction but a damage nerf. I think that would be fun. Like if it did like 6 damage everything, or every time you applied statuses. That would make it like significantly worse. 6 to, and then like upgraded to 10 or something. Yeah, maybe 6 and upgraded to 9, honestly. And it costs like 1 to play. That'd be interesting. And I think still a nerf to the card overall. Right now the card just does a very high amount of damage and feels like the way to go with Necrobinder. Of course we got really good relics there too, but yeah. So we're on to the defect. We got to increase the streak. It's now up to 4. I believe in us. I didn't actually think this would be like hard to get out of Ascension 0, but it's been harder than I thought it would be. Whether after the first run, that is. The first run that got all the way into the Ascension 2s. And honestly, I should have still won that run. I'm still kind of kicking myself about it. But Fishing Rod, Poultice, and Paperweight. You know what's fun is Leafy Poultice. Fun but bad. Ooh, Multicast sucks. Multicast is like kind of just the worst card. It's kind of like if dual cast only evoked for 1. It's sometimes how you have to think about it. It's like if dual cast was single cast for much of the game. There's like certain combos and things that can make it okay, but I think it's just a card that needs a rework. This card's just terrible. It just shouldn't exist. Genuinely is a curse in the deck and will be removed before Strike gets removed, I think. It is literally that bad. I want to visit this shop. We have 3 campfires into a shop, into a couple fights. Question marks? That should be okay. So Boost Sequence is at least a good card, though. Taking 1 damage is fine. Focus Strike is fine. Chill is fine. We're in the Underdocks. I don't mind Chill for Frost. I like Focus Strike too for damage, but we'll be okay. We'll take the Sword and Stone. I don't know what we're doing yet, but we don't have a direction. Take 0 damage from the Chill. That's nice. Thank you, Chill. I don't think we need to take any damage. Not against the sea punk. Momentum Strike, Uproar? You know. This could be an Uproar deck. We're gonna have to work on this, but like... This could absolutely be an Uproar deck. Normally you're supposed to focus this Toadpool down. Kind of a little bit annoyed that we couldn't. But oh well. Looks like it doesn't matter. We're actually taking 0 right now. I'll just leave it status quo as is. If you're taking nothing, don't ruin it. Yeah, we somehow have an overly defensive deck. Oh, Uproar got a buff? Wait, this used to be able to deal 5 damage twice. Interesting. I don't know that it needed that, but I appreciate it nonetheless. We'll take a Focus Strike now. We have a Chill in the deck. It's not too bad. Upgrade 2 random cards. Remove a Strike. Okay. 8 damage twice. Yeah, they did change it. Now Multicast, finally, could be okay to play if we upgrade it. Zap's also a very good upgrade early. I think I like upgrading Zap. Maybe a bit too much, honestly, but... Oh, boot sequence. Just attack. Take 0. It's a good start. dual cast. 6 damage there on the fat gremlin. Just need to draw a strike, but we might not. I was gonna say, like, there's a chance we don't in this deck. I think if I hit here and we play it, yeah, if I hit here, right, we can't miss. Take 0 damage. Cool. I calculated that right. I was worried, but I shouldn't be. I'm good. Okay, double energy is like one of the ways multicast could be okay. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? I don't want to do that, do I? I've never done it in this game. Quite simply have never done it in this game. Okay, we'll upgrade double energy, so that's a playable card just generally. Get a lot of money. Upgrade the uproar and the strike. That's fine. And we love boost away. I like production as a card too. I like Juzu bracelet as well, but I think I'm going to take the boost away. Is removing the other strike remotely okay right now? That seems sketch. Yeah, seems very sketch. Okay. Especially because Sunder could be like a card that would be good for us. Do we make the multicast okay? Do we make the chill stay in the deck? I think I make the chill stay in the deck. So we can cycle between lightning and chill. Chill is like perfect here. Not that I got it. But it is perfect here. Okay, we'll save the boost away for, or the double energy for another turn. The multicast turn, of course. Just hit the right target. Nope. That was the wrong target. Could have wiped this guy out, could have taken 0 damage. Instead, you failed me. Okay. Well. This is like the multicast dream, I guess. But now we're actually taking damage because of that? I don't know, maybe I did that wrong. Boost away. Easy fight so far. Tempest is here. Rocket Punch is also here. Tempest is here. Could have like some big X synergy. We're really being torn between 2 archetypes of what I wanted to do. I wanted to do an Uproar deck, but Tempest double energy is also really good. Am I an X-Cost deck? Am I an Uproar deck? I don't know. I'm having an identity crisis. Are we full blocking? I think we're full blocking. Goodbye. Easy turn. No need for double energy on this turn. Don't want to take damage. We're frailed. We've got chill. Got uproar. Easy fight. Gotta be careful about putting attacks in our deck. Like, very careful. We do have a lot of 0 cost cards, so the scrape wouldn't be too bad, honestly. But we're not looking to put a lot of 0 cost cards in. I don't know what I'm doing. Probably losing is going to be what happens, but... Well, lost in style. Daze? You dazed me? Is that allowed? I didn't think I was allowing that. Must have missed it. Yeah, this is where Tempest gets really good. Okay. Rainbow? Oh no, I'm taking Rainbow, and I think it's actually correct. And I think it's correct to upgrade it for this fight. I've lost it. I've simply lost it. That can't be right. That's never right. Okay, let's vulnerable pod on this guy. I actually don't trust our ability to win versus this dude. Gotta beat him fast before they overcome my HP. It's kind of the only play that we have. And we have other plays too, they're just not good. Okay. And a rainbow. And a tempest. We're just gonna deal damage passively. Take 0. I mean, this is very strong. Should have done the focus strike first. Definitely misordered that turn. They're already at 102 health. Okay, they don't deal like too much damage. That's not bad at all. We do need like some attacks. We want like a big meteor strike, honestly. That's what we're looking for with the uproar, or more uproars. Like, that's the dream, for those who don't know. I think we're fine. We can take a little bit more damage. I think we're just outpacing him. No. Well, we were outpacing him. Okay, now we gotta win. That's okay. I think we have the win in the bag. Yeah, we'll just do it this way. Get ourselves a Frost Orb. Yep, the win is here. It was always here. Easy. Take 11, not a problem. Alright, Buffer, Machine Learning, Signal Boost. I'm going to take the Buffer. Buffer's still a very good card, especially if you upgrade it, but you do have to upgrade it. Let's lower our max HP more, shall we? No. Okay, no such luck. Don't believe in strikes being free. I mean, this is like such a waste of a card. Oh, boy. 0 cost on our 1 strike. Have a deal 12 damage. Now let's do Wax Relics. Wax Relics can be pretty good. Warpaint, we can pick up first thing. Sweet. That's actually really good for us. Don't know if I value Akabeko that much. I weirdly value it. Bronze Scales more, and then Permafrost after that. Okay, there's a shop at the very end on the right side. We could get there relatively safely. We could also get there facing an elite. We can get there facing multiple elites. We'll try multiple elites if we can. I love turns that play themselves. I didn't have to think at all on that turn. Okay, double energy, multicast. This multicast still sucks. It's crazy how bad it is. I'm actually like blown away at how bad that was. There's no other attacks in our deck. Are we gonna take damage now? Oh my god. How? How are we taking damage here? Doesn't seem right. Doesn't seem fair. Yeah, we can't get through in time. Guess we drink the block potion. And I defend, and then we take 0. My goodness. How awful. I guess we need Chemical X. Like, if we want to be serious here. Could also use a Thunder. Now, we could use the other Uproar. I saw the Sunder there, too. We're not taking the Sunder. Sunder's, like, the worst, like, fit for us. Normality, but we're not going to hit a shop anytime soon. Do we want Perfect Fit with anything? Perhaps Uproar? Yeah, the X-Cost Uproar deck. Everyone knows about this deck. That's definitely a thing that we play. Taking 0. At least they're dealing some self-damage. We should be able to lower our damage intake somewhat. Cool. Frost is good. Boost away. We're actually still not taking any damage. I didn't have any other attacks left. Darn. Okay, Storm, Overclock. Storm. Storm plus, we have 1 power. No other incentives to play it. Take the Overclock. Our next combat could be an elite. Super unlikely for it to, but it could be. 2 of random 8 common cards. I'll take the 14 damage and start building up our max HP again. Okay, was not an elite. As it turns out. We gotta at least get the full block. I want to play Clarity Extract that turn. Let's double our energy. Uproar, strike, great. Rainbow, interesting. Cool. Hitting the right target so far. Do you even have an attack? I don't have an attack left. Cool. We could have an attack. Let's just do this. Let's chill. Could multicast. Maybe an okay time to multicast. Nah, that wasn't actually that exciting. Cool, full block, take no damage, have a buffer in case we would start to take damage, which we might. We gotta be a tiny bit careful. This shouldn't deal too much to us, though. I hope. Okay, this is where we eat our buffer. Hopefully we can deal 35 damage in a turn. I'm actually not confident in that. Multicast maybe? No, do Tempest perhaps? Overclock for sure. Should probably do the math on this, but we're not gonna do the math, are we? No, wait, I could dual cast, then multicast. That does it, for sure. Haha. Look at me. I actually did math. Alright. Upgraded leap, ball light. It's fine. I wish the glasswork was upgraded. I'd much rather take that. Do we take the ball lightning? Do I take the leap? Kind of worried about my damage. We're all in on orbs at this point, it feels like. Orbs and then some attacks. I mean, it's not the worst plan in the world. So I'm thinking maybe glasswork is still the best play. Could take the chance on fighting one elite. Not doing too many fights is also just a good idea. If we want to upgrade our buffer. Meat on the bone is interesting. So if we have a really bad fight, we can at least recover that from that somewhat. Okay. Not too bad. Double our energy. Deal damage, but we're gonna take some damage here. I misplayed this turn. Also, we should use our Clarity Extract on the turn where we have like extra energy. It's not that valuable of a card. We get to Uproar into Uproar, which is pretty neat. Overclock. Zap. Glasswork. Okay. Now our buffer is still eating damage for us perfectly. Cool. We win, I think. Yeah, we don't even have to attack the back guy. Great. Blessing of the Forge honestly could be worth something. Fusion. Okay, fusion. We're starting. We're starting to go down the line of combos. It's gonna happen. Am I still gonna upgrade a card? I think so, even though Tempest upgraded is pretty good. Dual Cast upgraded is pretty good. Focus Strike upgraded actually is maybe even better. Wow, do I actually want to upgrade Focus Strike? I think I do. It's kind of a big part of our damage source right now. It's fighting elite. It's important that we do this. Block. Block. We fortunately have a very good deck versus this specific elite. And like good relics too. Oh, overclock first? There's like a weird multicast fusion into Tempest turn that we're looking for that could happen sometime. But so unlikely to find that I don't know if that's worth like speculating on. Nakabeko there was good too. Let's wait. We have this buffer for a reason. Dual cast. Multicast. Chill. And we should draw the Uproar, which should lead us into lethal. Doesn't guarantee lethal. Yeah, it does. What am I talking about? Ollie Smooth Stone was found. Hyper Beam. Not the card you want to play just willy-nilly here. Capacitor maybe is actually the card I need. For scaling. It kind of gives us some weird scaling here. With Rainbow and Dark Orbs and all that other stuff. So we'll definitely Capacitor. Not a good opening turn. Should I play the Clarity Extract? Maybe. Maybe. Knew one of these turns I would play it. Okay. That wasn't the best. We got a boost away. Play a Toxic Orb, but we can't play anything else. We're going to take some damage. First time in a while we're taking a little bit of damage actually, so that's positive. Definitely something I have on a positive note. Might be worth playing a skill card here. What are these? What is this? What is this? It's terrible. Rainbow. Should have rainbowed twice, perhaps. I'm gonna take way too much damage on this might fight. Well, if we get down to 50% HP, that'd actually be better for us now, right? So now we actively want to take just a tiny bit of damage, so we want to be at 33. I can't even get to 33 from this turn. That's disappointing. Unless I draw burn? No, I didn't draw burn. Am I going to get to 33 HP? Do I believe in myself? I think I believe in myself. We have a Toxic left in the deck. We could theoretically get there. All to heal up a little bit. Sure. We're going to try it. Okay, so now all we have to do is take a little bit of damage. Double that energy. So all we have to do is take a little bit of damage. I think if we play the Toxics... Ooh, we can't focus strike this guy down. Oh no, now I have to buffer. No, 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 everyone did all. So we're gonna have infinite energy this turn. Let's do it. 14 energy, let's go. Yeah, unfortunately, with the way that their health pools are set, we can't take the damage this turn. We have to try for the damage next turn. We already can't take the damage. Dang it! That was so much harder to get than I thought it would be. Do we have a go for the eyes? I think so. Mystical Lighter? Does make our Uproar do more damage. Perhaps we need the Rego Pillow right now, though. Nah, Mystic Lighter it is. Fish Oil? I think we're fish oiling. Alright, and then do I want to rest? It's probably for the best. Wouldn't be bad to upgrade capacitor, wouldn't be bad to upgrade fusion. Get more of those thrown around, but this is fine, probably. Gonna drink this. I'm under no illusion that this is a hard fight for us. Like, or, yeah, this is gonna be a hard fight. Like, we're in some serious danger here from the Insatiable. Now, Duplicator Potion, again, could allow us to do some shenanigans. Not on this turn. Whoa, what is this turn? Is this a turn where we just do damage? Might be a turn where I just do damage. Play a capacitor. Take a little less damage at least. It's not too bad. Okay. Taking 5. I'm not, like, that scared of taking 5 damage. Would have loved to be able to buffer this exact turn, though. Are we going to draw enough? I don't know. I'm nervous. We're going to take a lot of damage. Please don't kill me. This is the turn where we double Energy Tempest. I don't think it is. There's chill. Don't think this is a turn where we double Energy Tempest. We're cooking the Dark Orb. We're cooking a Plasma. Cooking this Uproar. Wow, we're nearly dead. We're also nearly dead. That's a thing. Could chill. We could be less nearly dead. We could dual cast, right? I mean, going for the eyes is actually kind of huge. Dual cast this Dark Orb for quite some high damage. Take 0? Okay, that's actually really, really strong. So we could double energy this turn. The fight's not going to go on long enough for this to matter. But we'll Rainbow. Deal extra damage. Buffer. Double Frantic Escape. The buffer got eaten up. We now need to find some extra block. Okay, we found some extra block. So that part wasn't too bad. I said that like it was going to be a big problem. And it might have been, but like, it wasn't. Okay. I think we just like Tempest and that's over. Yeah. Easy fight. Worried about nothing. Alright, what do we got here? Shatter? I think Shatter's insane for this deck. I think Shatter's what I want. Sometimes we're gonna accidentally play it. Do we have any extra card draw? We have Overclock. Ooh, I do ruin an Overclock if I take the Fiddle. But if you think about it, this kind of just does an Overclock all by itself. Choices Paradox is legitimately interesting. Could give us like a win condition at the start of a fight. If it's like an Echo form, or an Echo form, or maybe like a creative AI, or even an Echo form, then like we could have a good win con already. For the Queen fight here. The Queen fight's really tough. I think we might want to just draw the additional 2 cards on the Queen fight now that I'm looking at it. So, no drawing on our turn. It means Overclock is legitimately just a bad card in our deck now. And I am not going to fight enough elites once again. Need to make that more of a priority if I'm taking the Sword and Stone. Would have been good, for sure, to fight them. Just not getting the deck I wanted. We're building a weird jank deck that is not working out. That's okay. Not everything has to work out. Okay, if I fusion, then Rainbow, then Capacitor, then Shatter, we do something weird there. It was weird and fun. I don't know if it was good. It's better to play like the buffer uproar, like, We'll draw the uproar next turn. Never play overclock, it's just a wound. So, yeah, we draw the uproar into a strike. That could have been the other uproar, which is a big shame that it wasn't. Wow, nearly got him. Easy. Feral, another capacitor. Honestly, right now, I don't know if that's the like true scaling method that I want, but like it's here. It's what I got. Weaken this guy. Buffer. Overclock. Okay. Shouldn't take any damage. Should have buffer. Not the most useful against the turret operator, but we already have bronze wax, which is at the end of its life cycle, but it's been good. It's been good to us. This is exactly what we needed it for. Alright. Then this is like a prime turn for a shatter. Maybe focus strike first, I don't know. One of those things should have happened. Easy fight though. Starting to believe. I'm gonna take this echo form. Okay. Chances. Chances are here for us to win. Obtain 2 random relics, upgrade 2 random cards. I think obtaining 2 random relics is what I want. Bag of Prep and Anchor. You know what? Those are good 2 random relics. Fantastic 2 random relics. Kind of the way I would have chosen it. Echo Form's played. We're gonna like duplicate that Echo Form in the final fight, and I think that gets us through the Queen. We'll play the buffer twice. I think that makes sense. Every single one of you has a way to stop me from getting in. Oh no. Also, this buffer's not going to be that useful. Turns out. So gotta chill. Chill twice felt good there. We can uproar into Shatter, which just saves us a lot of damage. I suppose Regret's just going to eat our buffer. Sure. We now need to deal with these constructs somehow. So that's a fun thing to figure out. We could have like infinite energy, which is neat. Suppose I could capacitor, could chill first, boot sequence is probably pretty good. Let's see if I can wipe out an enemy. Hey, that's pretty good. Okay. Still not blocking fully. That's just how bad this turn hurts. Could have all the block in the world, and that still won't matter. Oh, could have double shattered though. Got him. Rocket Punch, or alternatively, another Uproar. Rocket Punch doesn't draw any cards, right? It's no longer as good. But Uproar doesn't need to draw. Yeah, we're getting there. Okay. We have our Echo Form. Very, very safe opening. Very high chance to draw Echo Form right now. Drawing 9. Yeah, we draw a third of our deck immediately. So the chance that we draw Echo Form is high. We want to get rid of Overclock. But I'm feeling good about this. We have the slightest of scaling in orbs, right? We do double cards that we play. Should definitely pay attention to that, like, every single time. Taking 0 damage at least. We're frailed. We double up our buffer. Just feels like it's such a good idea to double up buffer sometimes. I want to upgrade the fusion, I think. Sticks around in our deck. Could give us some really crazy energy turns. Yeah, and this regret... Okay, we have to get rid of the regret. That does need to happen. Oh right, the uproar gets to be played twice. That's actually super cool. I didn't think about that at all. Just get cards out of our hand, I guess. Still got a lot of buffer to go. Really? Drawing all the uproars? I guess I could just rainbow twice. It's like an interesting play. Boost sequence so we don't eat a buffer. Buffer at this point is just here to eat the regret. That's cool. Could probably have done this a lot better. But we'll be alright. Got him. Refract. That's the card that we want to uproar into. So we're going into multi-shop territory. Maybe fight another elite. Actually, I'm kind of happy to multi-shop in a way. Ooh, Shuriken. We can get Shurikens going. Because we just want to remove regret, really. Yeah, I like a lot of these cards, but we're going to remove regret. Could take a hologram, but we could just look for another remove. Like, removing our strike here at this point seems pretty solid to me. Iteration. Do we ever have wounds enter our pile? I guess we have boost away. If we want to take more boost aways, iteration's fine. Hologram's probably pretty good though. I'm gonna save our money. Definitely gonna visit that last shop. Shatter means like these capacitors are less good, isn't it? Isn't that just like true? We want to upgrade our fusion. This could be anything. This could be a dummy. Yeah, there's no way we're dealing enough damage. 150 damage is a tall ask. We drew all our like highest damage cards immediately. So I was like, oh, maybe we can just Echo Form into something. Then my thought process shifted. Do we even have an attack left? We have Uproars left. I mean, look. Wow. Brutal, huh? Well, he dealt some damage. Yeah, not really the type of deck to beat a Battle Friend. Cool, and then we draw other two Uproars. Yeah, that sounds right. That adds up, actually. I believe that. What a turn. Alright, well, there was a draw order in which we win this fight, for sure. But, we did not get it. No free upgrades for us. Okay. It's an interesting fight. I like chill, we like go for the eyes, we like boot sequence. I think I like buffer, like glass. Alright. Take no damage, then we just have to make sure we continue to take no damage for the rest of the time. It's actually not even that hard. Except for the fact that I want to play Echo Form. Okay, we took no damage though. We're good. Do we have a happy flower somewhere? Why am I getting this extra energy? Something happened where I gained extra energy. Okay. Do the uproar, because it kind of is important. Gain strength. We just have to block the burn damage, which is already happening. So we can safely uproar. into an uproar, into a strike. I was hoping it would be something better, but it's not. Thankfully, we take 0. Buffer's doing a lot for us here. Good Tempest. Then we could Shatter. It's the wildest Shatter. Got him. Shatter's pretty good. Do we take the next double energy? Do we take a hot fix? I don't know. I'm gonna take the other double energy. With Echo Form, there's busted potential with it. Extra energy first turn, not bad. Wing Charm is pretty useless. Could remove an attack. We have 3 potions. Could just buy the red mask as well. I don't think we need the extra energy first turn. I think I'm just gonna remove the strike. Is that accurate? Then do I want to do anything else? Do we have to do Hailstorm? I'm getting the feeling we have to do a Hailstorm. That's weird. I don't think I've ever bought that card. It's beginning to feel like that's the truth. Double energy, make it free. Basically saying we have to play Echo Form. We're just gonna duplicate Echo Form, so I don't know why I'm worried about all this. We'll be fine. Yeah, we're fine. We're gonna duplicate Echo Form, then everything's gonna be okay. Don't get it in our opening turn. Say okay. Doesn't matter. Like quite obviously it does matter, but like it doesn't fully matter. Oh, Echo Form is bound. I don't think we can play the duplicator potion on it. Okay, just hopefully it's not bound when we find it. Because that'll be annoying if it ends up being that way. We could Rainbow, then Capacitor, then Buffer, then Zap. I think that buys us a significant amount of time. Okay, Echo Form is here. Do we want to do anything else with this Echo Form? Let's drink a skill potion. Something for more out of the skill potion. Do we want to double our energy to be able to play anything else? I don't think it fully matters. We're just gonna have to say we got unlucky. Yeah. Ooh, we'd block for very little there. But we have double Echo Form, so I don't expect to lose. No one ever expects to lose, though. Do we draw every single attack in our deck? No, we still have Go for the Eyes in the deck. And Shatter. Which is something. Just feels like for a second there, we drew every single attack in our deck, you know? Okay, we actually do get to play the bound copy. Very fascinating. We're getting hurt. I'm getting worried. We don't need to be too worried, right? What's my game plan? I think my game plan is just like Shatter. Could be multicast with double energy. This multicast double energy thing is pretty good. It's actually not exactly how I thought that was going to work out, but it's fine. I understand why it did. Okay. So now the queen's going to attack. She's going to have 7 times 5. That's a lot of damage. But we have 3 decks, so we're actually capable of blocking a lot of damage. It's only 35 damage. That's only 35 damage. Let's play this. Let's play our fusion twice. Let's play our block. Then I guess we play a zap. Yeah, we only take 2 damage here. Yeah, that seems good and correct. And shatters here. And we get to play multiple cards twice. So like this shatter, or like this uproar already though, should be good damage. Like look at that damage, look at that damage. That uproar was so cool. That was what we were like doing this whole time. Alright, and then the shatter's insane. Alrighty, cool. That did it. Taking a little bit slower on these runs. Taking a lot a bit slower on these runs, but I think for good reason. We just want to make sure we're winning. So we're gonna be the 45-minute pace. Definitely not the slowest play. Could be slower. But yeah, that was a good defect run. Came together at the very end there with the help of relics and with the help of Echo Form. Yeah, we needed the Echo Form win condition. The duplication potion on Echo Form I think was clutch there. Lots of good stuff. And we made it. We made it out of Ascension 0. We're going to have that streak all the way up to 5. And we will start fresh in the next stream. I just wanted to get this one out there. I'm not going to be able to stream on Friday. I do have wedding stuff I'm going to. So many weddings recently. Just happening a lot, but we all have a great day or night wherever you are. And I'll see you in the next one.